Okay guys, let me remind you about some stuff that just good photo op, but something that just cannot be photoshopped. Okay, so let's get back to the Wiccans and what they worship and how much they like to poison and death. So here we have Raymond Buckland, born 31st of August 1934, London, Great Britain, Nano Britain. Died 27th of September 2017. So he has vampire teeth and probably is sodomite and obligatory big nose with those creatures. Anyways, they are called Wiccans, and he was first attending Anglican church. Then at 12 he was into spiritualism and occultism, and then during the Second World War the family moved to Nottingham, where Raymond went to the middle school and then to the King's College, and from 1957 to 1959 he served as the Royal Air Force. Then during 4 years he worked at the London editing company. Then in 1962, together with his wife, they immigrated to the United States. Then they lived in Long Island, New York, and so on and so forth. And then he starts to write books on these Wiccans and witchcraft. And basically they have all these the Ring of the Year. They celebrate Yule, 23rd of December, Imbolc on the 2nd of February, Ostarta, 22nd of March, Beltaine, 1st of May, Lita, 19 till 23rd of July, Lugnasad, 1st of August, Mabon, 21st, 24th of September, Semaine, 1st of November. So they usually have those Sabbaths during there, where they have this ritual and sacrifices. So these are like solstice and so on and so forth. Semaine, Yule, Imbolc, Ostara, Beltaine, Lita, Lugnasad, Mabon, Equinox, and so on and so forth. So anyways, during these periods is where they usually do people sacrifices, so remember those dates. So let me remind you that someone named Madeleine McCain disappeared allegedly on May 3rd, where her alleged parents were having dinner nearby. But the search for the person, for the missing person, on the webpage www.ceop.gov.uk government/macn.html was created as a traces show on the 30th of April 07. So that was prepared on Beltaine, of course. And now this amazing video that I found called Philomena's Freudian Sleep. And there was another this lady that's aunt but there is another so-called aunt called Trish Cameron, who I think is the real mother of Madeleine McCain, and who also has green eyes. And this one laughed, Philomena, so-called aunt, laughed and said, oh, maybe she is with some relatives, and the parents will tell you which relatives she is with. So anyways, the comment was, there were very two interesting comments. Allback 699. Kate uses pitiful, pathetic excuses to cover up her guilt. Neither she or her medical center where she worked has given any proof whatsoever that she was in contact with several cadavers prior to PDL. And if she was wearing the same clothes she said she used in a morgue, then how come Cuddle Cat had a higher count of cadaver DNA than her clothes? Did she take Cuddle Cat to work with her prior to PDL as well? True, not only that Kate would need to be with the body for 90 minutes for Cadaverine to develop, it's simply not plausible in my opinion. So first of all, how people cannot see that these two are brother and sister, that they are inbred, and that this one didn't carry any twins, any babies whatsoever. So there is some chemical substance called cadaverine, which is extracted from the dead bodies and can be sniffed by dogs, taken in the lab. So that so-called mother definitely had it. They found it in the hotel room, and they found it in their trucks that they hired in the resort in Portugal. And there were also traces of cadaverine of other people there in their truck. So they are black transplantologists for the royal family. They were British royal family doctors. And then she tried to excuse that the traces of dead bodies found on her, that family therapy, the other one is also a doctor, some kind of cardiologist or something like that, that she was just happened to be doing post-mortem examination a week prior, so maybe these traces developed on her. Like, yeah, every family practitioner does that in Great Britain, because they like to go to the basement during their lunch break and just do work on the dead bodies as charity. So anyways, that's British character in a nutshell. Do you see these ugly inbred creatures? They are hideous inbred, and let's just hope they did not eat her, because everything is possible.